Thanks for tuning into this channel, but 80% of you are still unsubscribed. If you could just hit that button, it allows us to bring you loads more content and you'll be doing us a massive favour. Okay, so why should I ride a gravel or a mountain bike in the winter months? Something that I've done for years now. And the reason that I do is just trying to home in that skill. So we're trying to send like this, we're trying to develop like this neuromuscular pattern so you can react to things in a very different way. Because like most people, they've got like this one sense of direction, and it's just as soon as they go around a corner, they don't know how to handle a bike. But when you're out on a gravel or a mountain bike, especially if you're going through like gravel or mud, then you have to engage your core, and you also have to lean the bike in a certain way. If you do this on a daily basis, those skills will home in. Like you try and develop this skill of sending the signals to your brain, because most people can't react like fast enough. And you can talk about it and you can watch stuff, but unless you actually go through the movement of being able to do this, then you'll never home in on like the skill.
Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
So I'm a big believer in, especially like ideally once if not twice a week, trying to get out on my gravel or mountain bike, because it's just, number one, it's great for your mind. Like you don't really get a lot of time to think, you're just homing in on the skill that you're trying to develop. And the other thing is, it's just very good for like overall body workout. Like you're going to engage your core, you're going to engage your glutes and quads a lot more. So I definitely say it's a key skill that most people need to develop. If you've done like this season, you've struggled with the skill itself. I don't know, we've got Leeds coming up. If it was anything like the course at Bottrill, you needed a lot of skill. There was always people all over the road. But it's just, like you're on your journey into all of this, then I'd definitely say the biggest thing that you can invest in is trying to get like a gravel bike. It's probably more advantageous having a gravel bike than it is a road bike these days, especially if you're watching this, which most of you are, you're triathletes or time trialists, and you want to develop like those skills. Then I say the next best thing you can invest in is a gravel bike. Try it for yourselves. Like if you can borrow a bike, hire a bike off somebody, and just give it a blast really. So the sessions that I generally develop for myself, like a key goal for me next year is going to be, I want to do like Leadville 100 mountain bike event, and I'm going to do quite a few of the gravel races in like the UK. I'm doing like some longer endurance rides. We all know that we need to do that, but just developing, I basically do loops. And then I'm trying to learn how to take like the corners in different positions, and like just trying to almost like push the boundaries of how hard I can go, because like I've in years of done this, like your instant reaction is you want to put on the brakes, you know what I mean? But by doing like, I've got like this 4 mile loop that I keep doing, I'm learning to take the corners in like a different way. But it's also, what that's going to translate to is when you go into the real world, you're out on like the road, you're going to learn how to ride the road in like a different way. Like most of you are riding, especially from the UK, we ride in the left-hand side of the gutter, and that's where you stay. But what you do struggle with, you come onto a closed road, like where do you ride in the road? You know what I mean? You're going to stay in that left-hand gutter, but if you know how to take the lines, you can short course, like you can save a lot of time. Especially if, on a time trial, that it's so important that you learn like that skill. If you're a youngster watching this, it's so hard to develop. Like where we really struggle in the UK is the fact that we don't ride on closed roads that much, do we? We might ride like your local circuit races, but like you go and do the British Time Trial Championships, you've never ridden on closed roads, you just can stay in the left-hand gutter, and you can almost you probably lose over a 15-mile course, you could lose a minute just because you don't know you know, the way you should ride realistically. So definitely get that gravel bike out, mountain bike. It hasn't got to be the best bike in the world, just anything that's, even if you've got a road bike and you want to stick some knobblies on it, go for it. Bring that into your training.